Hey Taurus, it's Amber here at Persephone's Journey Tarot. Hey Taurus, hope that you're well. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Persephone's Journey Tarot. If you'd like your own personal reading, simply go to my newly published and updated website, symbolsforliving.com. You'll be able to find merchandise there and also be able to book a reading. So please do visit my website to find out more. So Taurus, I think Spirit really wants to talk. I've seen your cards pop out a few times here. Had the Hierophant card pop out initially when I was shuffling. And then I also had the Four of Coins, which I believe is a Taurus card. Yes. Taurus. Gosh, okay. Yeah, the cards really want to speak. All right, let's get started. I think Spirit's saying stop talking, and even your card was at the base of the deck. So I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to just pull. Okay, so we've got Scorpio centrally. Yeah. Actually, no, I'm going to shuffle. But yeah, Spirit's definitely here for you, Taurus, so stay tuned. Let's see what Spirit has to say for you, Taurus. Got the Two of Wands. So are you making important choices at the moment? Are you thinking about doing something new? Are you thinking about partnering up with someone as well? Maybe you're taking a bit of a leap of faith here as well, venturing into new territory to allow yourself to expand here, Taurus. This is about expansion as well and growth. So it's a very good month for you, I feel, where you will be making maybe important alliances that will allow you to grow and see the world from a wider perspective, and also maybe use some more of your talents that maybe have laid dormant, or maybe you're able to now exercise some of the skills that you've gained in a way that brings you profit and brings you success and growth. But with regards to relationships, yeah, there is definitely, it looks like the decision that you will be making here about a new start with someone that maybe you feel, maybe they're a fire sign, maybe you're quite excited about them. But yeah, there is, I feel, a new beginning here, a new spark of interest. So there could be also a lot of sexuality involved in this connection as well. Quite a fiery, passionate connection here as well. It's quite exciting. I'm feeling quite excited for you. So then we've got the Nine of Rods here. Also, by the way, if you want to ask any questions, I'm happy to do so for you for £5. At the end of the reading, just leave a comment and I'll go ahead and do that for you. But yeah, it looks like you're a bit war-torn, a little bit stubborn. I think that you are a bit hesitant about this new beginning, and that's why you're in this position of choice. I feel there's a bit of hesitancy here, where you're kind of wanting to pull back. You may be feeling a bit defensive. But also this card is about determination. So it could be that you're quite apprehensive about this new beginning, but you're still quite determined to move forward. And you're kind of prepared maybe to suffer whatever consequences may be. So I think you're feeling quite kind of brave at the moment with regards to this connection. So we've got the King of Pentacles. This is your card. So you could be feeling very steady. Business may be very good at the moment for you. You could be feeling quite grounded, but this is also someone with a vision. So you've got a vision for yourself, and you're finally putting in something into practice here. You're finally taking some steps forward. You gain confidence here as well, and you've got a focus. You've got confidence. So yeah, I think you're quite excited about this new venture forward, and you seem to have gained some confidence here. Good evening, Ms. Zada. Thank you for joining us. All right, so we've got the Five of Cups here. So maybe you're letting go of something as well. Your intention. So yeah, there is there's been some sort of kind of suffering in the past. I feel like it's in the past and you've got over it. And I think you've gained this confidence and you're finally saying, you know what, I'm over it. I'm moving forward. But I feel as well with the Five of Cups here, like you are mourning the loss though. You're still mourning what's happened in the past. And I think that's really quite normal for a Taurus, to be honest. When you get involved with someone, it's because you really thought they were worth it. And you tend to put in quite a lot of commitment and effort, I think, into the connections that you find to be meaningful and worthwhile. And sometimes letting go is painful, but I think you are letting go here. You're wanting to anyway. And then we've got the Lovers card in the near future. Oh my gosh, are you meeting a Gemini maybe in the future? But yeah, it looks like love is definitely in air for you, Taurus, in the near future. Maybe a soulmate. It will require you to make this decision. You are going to be needing to really consciously let go of the past. And that's what you intend to do here with the Five of Cups. You're intentionally putting the effort in to let go of the past because you found this confidence. You're ready, I think, to start anew. You're ready to kind of get out of a rut that maybe you feel you've been in. And I feel like you have been quite hurt in the past, or definitely had a lot of ups and downs, a lot of challenges, a lot of that maybe disappointments. And when I say disappointments, it may not be someone's like, hurt you, but just things not turning out how you wanted to. This is also a card about holding on to something till the bitter end, So it could be that that's what's happened and you finally thought, you know what, I've had enough, I'm starting over. It's not serving me, it's time to move forward. Although I do feel like you feel it'll be a sad time. I don't think you like to really bring in endings because I think with you, when it's an ending, it's a final ending and you really, grieve through it and really consciously let it go because you do maybe get quite attached to things with the Nine of Wands here. But in the near future, we've got love on the cards. We've got a soulmate, I feel, coming through for you. I feel like you really are expanding. And as you expand with this confidence, I think a real kind of a loving relationship comes in that I think you'll find quite satisfying. So if you're partnered, it looks like currently your partner is feeling that you are hiding from them and you're not being completely open and honest, that you're pulling back from them. They may feel like you're pulling back, that you have secrets, you're hard to understand. They can't quite get you. And ultimately, I see here that they recognize that you know your value and you're not giving it away to just anyone. You're not giving your time away to just anyone. You're not giving your presence away. You're not even giving your attention away to anyone that isn't worth it. And I think the person in your life feels that. And they may also feel like you're keeping secrets from them, maybe with regards to money and a new idea that you have. But they do feel like you are keeping secrets and you're pulling back. And you're kind of hard to figure out and you're hard to get to know. This may also cause them to pull back as well. But it looks like here you are thinking about moving on from this person, I feel. And that's what you're not telling them. That's what it seems like to me. Queen of Swords for your partner and the Six of Wands. So it looks like they're in deep thought. They are also, this person, if they feel you're pulling back and being defensive, they themselves would rather that to keep their pride, they would rather cut you off first. It's that kind of energy where if you're not going to move forward, then neither will they. This person's also feeling quite defensive and quite proud. And this person may feel like, they may have certain standards to be like, well, I deserve more than this, or I'm too good for this kind of thing. Like, you should like me, or you should make the effort with me. So this person may not want to make the first move either, but this is actually mainly because of their own insecurities, their own feelings of being defensive. So it looks like you're both coming from quite a defensive place, but you're more defensive because of past hurts and disappointments, and they are more defensive because of pride, not wanting to lose face. So they don't really want to put themselves out on the line, unless they're totally sure that I feel that you're going to move forward with them. Then we've got the Five of Wands. Yeah, again, more overconfidence here. Yeah, a battle of the egos in the near past that may have been happening. A lot of kind of bickering and arguing, but about things that don't really matter. It was more about who was going to win. Again, I'm feeling like this person was very prideful in the past, and was very, very overconfident, and expects you, I think, to make the move with them. They expect you to come forward, you to make the effort. Yeah, because they're quite kind of overconfident, and maybe used to always getting things their way, used to getting lots of attention. But with you, it's not as easy as that. With you, it's you're not coming forward so readily, and I think that's making them feel quite they basically feel it. But you're looking to expand here. So little do they know, quite possibly you are looking to maybe have a start with this person, thinking about starting something new with this person. You are in a position of decision, but I don't think you're saying it to them. They don't know. And they feel like you're keeping it a secret, as if they're kind of pulling back as well. But they're pulling back because they feel like they deserve, someone else to make the first move. It's like, look at me, like, do you know who I am kind of energy. So yeah, that may be off-putting for you, possibly. And maybe you kind of feel like you've had enough of that as well with the Nine of Wands here. And that could be why you're kind of maybe thinking about kind of exploring your options a bit. Or maybe you are, like I said, actually kind of thinking about starting something new with them, and making that move. But they are quite overconfident. Okay, we've got the Two of Cups here in the near future, yeah, and the Hermit card at the base of the deck. So yeah, we have got love on the cards here, quite literally, for you in the near future, but we'll get to that. So your partner's intentions, or the person you're interested in, their intentions, the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So this is about decision. This is about movement forward. It's also about being brave, communication as well, expressing themselves honestly and bravely. So it could be that this person kind of maybe even wants a bit of a battle with you. I feel this person's quite combative. Then this person's not an easy person. They don't like to lose at all. This person does not like to lose, doesn't like to lose face. So they will be communicating with you, and it will be very truthful. But they will, for them, it will be quite a brave step, and they do intend to act in truth. So even though they are quite prideful, the truth of the matter is that there is a truth that they need to express to you, and that, I think, they're going to want to express that to you regardless. They kind of overcome maybe a bit of their pride and just kind of convince themselves and say, well, either way, I'm going to speak my truth because it's my truth. So I'm going to go ahead and say it because it's the right thing to do. I've got to say what I really think. So you may be ready to let go of this situation. I feel like you've had enough of a situation, because you've got kind of a clearer vision of what you want. There's a certain amount of confidence here as well with you. And especially with the Hermit card of the base deck, you may have done some soul searching. You now realize what's valuable to you and what's not, what you're willing to fight for, what you're not willing to fight for, where you're really going, what really matters. The Hermit card focuses on what really matters and forgets all the fluff. And I think because of that, you're deciding maybe to leave this person. But there's something new here, I feel, in the near future. I feel this person wants to fight for the relationship, maybe more so because they don't like to be the one that got dumped. Okay. So they may come to you with arguments. They may not. They may come to you and say, how could you leave me? Why are you leaving? And in a more of an argumentative way. Maybe they may even want to be bossy, possibly even bullyish in a way as well towards you. They're not very good at expressing themselves, I feel, but either way, they feel they need to say it. So they will be communicating with you. I mean, if you're waiting for communication, they have every intention of coming to let you know what's on their mind, what they think their truth is. But I'm feeling that they're going to be quite argumentative with you and kind of want to tell you what they think. You know what I mean? They're going to be like maybe even brutally honest with you. They may even intend to be brutally honest with you. So be prepared. And I think with the Five of Cups here, I think that you've had enough, and you're moving on, you're letting it go, and you're quite maybe disappointed with this kind of realization that this person is maybe even slightly immature. I'm getting as well, though there's no pages. The energy really that's coming through is someone who's not very evolved, who's not very in touch with themselves, and is more in their ego, more worried about what people think and how they look, always wanting to be right. This person always wants to be right. And I think you've just had enough of that. So, yeah. But in the near future, we've got this lovely connection. We've got judgment, ultimate decision, really. Someone could come out and be very honest with you about how they feel, that they do want a connection with you. And I think it's going to make you quite happy. But at the same time, although it might make you very happy, it's also going to make you be put in a position of having to make a choice. Now, this choice is going to be important, okay, because it's the Lover's card. It's going to be a very important choice, and it really comes back to the Hermit card here. It comes back to are you making a choice to be with this person because you've always been with them? Or are you making a choice to be with this person because they really, truly, you really feel like they're your soulmate? This person may come out in the near future and say, oh, I think you're my soulmate. They may be very honest with you. In this position here, this isn't really what's definitely going to happen. This position talks about the person's intentions. This person has got an intention to be very honest with you and maybe even fight for the relationship, argue for the relationship to continue, to argue and to kind of give you a piece of their mind in a sense as well. But with the Ace of Swords here, it lets me know that they want to be honest, and it's requiring a lot of bravery on their part. So I don't think it's something that they find very easy to do. But I think for you, you're not expecting, this is also about expectations as positions, you're not expecting it to be really positive. You're kind of preparing yourself to move on, I feel. You're kind of preparing yourself for the worst in a way. But it looks like, this truth will come with the Judgment card here. They will actually fully open up. And with the Judgment card here, it does talk about evolution. This person will actually start to mature a little bit and come to the realization that they don't want to let you go. They really don't want to let you go. They want to hang on to this, which puts you in a bit of a predicament, because I think you really do care about this person. But like I said, as a Taurian, you may just naturally be quite attached to them because you spent so much time and been with them for so long. And because you made that initial commitment to be with them, you're kind of wanting to kind of stick to that, and honor the decision that you made in the past. But you've had some sort of clarity about the situation as well. And I think it's made you think, is there more out there for me? Is this really what I want? Is this going to expand me? Is this relationship really bringing me what I want? Or do I need to go out and seek something else? I think you'll be very happy with this person finally maybe coming to the realization and expressing their truth to you that they do actually want to be with you. But with the Lovers card here, it does say that you will need to it will be a big decision for you. And I think it's really about this Hermit card here with you thinking, okay, so how happy has this person made me so far? But they feel you pulling away, most definitely. They feel that you're, behind the scenes thinking about this. And it's making them not want to be the person that gets left behind. They may have been very flattered, especially with the Nine of Cups here, with all the attention that you gave them in the past as well. You may have made them feel really overconfident, by, being very expressive and caring and, putting up with a lot of their stuff because you like them or care about them. And I think they like that. And they don't really want to let go of that as well. But they feel you pulling back. They see that you've had this realization. Okay, let's look at the rest of the cards here. Yeah, dissatisfaction. I don't think you're satisfied with what this person is giving to you. It's making you feel kind of trapped mentally. Yeah, I feel like you're quite conflicted and possibly even confused with different thoughts about the situations. That there's still some clarity that you need to gain here with the Hermit card. This is the overall advice. You need to take some time out to see what's really important. Again, looking to see if this person really makes you happy, really makes you feel satisfied and gives you the kind of love that you want and deserve. Does this person make you feel good? Does this person make you feel like you're on path? Do you feel enriched? Do you feel clear? Do you feel balanced with this person? Or do you just feel confused and trapped? But yeah, you may not. I think you are still a bit fearful about moving forward. The Devil card here again talks about possibly being trapped. But this is about you. With the Devil card here, it's about being trapped to something that you don't need to be trapped to. It's about you deciding on moving forward or not. You're only trapped by your own decision making, and that's what it comes down to. A lot of the onus here is on you, and I think this person knows that, and they want to be in control. They want you to. They don't lose you, I don't think. I'm going to pull some more cards here just to clarify the ending. Yeah, the Emperor card here, we've got someone who's very stubborn, doesn't want to let go. Yeah. A lot of time has been put into the relationship. Maybe even 7 years has been put into the relationship. 7 months, maybe as well. But has it bared the fruits of all the labor that you've put in? That's the question that you're being asked now with the Seven of Pentacles here. Are you really getting what it is that you deserve and you desire? Has all the effort been worth it? With the Nine of Wands here, has all the effort been worth it? All the pain and struggle? And that's what you're thinking now. Do I keep on fighting for this, or do I let it go? Do I move on with the Two of Wands here and expand and try something new? And I think it's just a bit scary for you with the Eight of Swords. You're like, oh, but what if I make the wrong choice? What if it doesn't work out? What if I'm on my own? Or am I making the right choice? There's a lot of it seems to be a lot of a inner conflict, I feel. think this person's very good at making you feel like you need them, possibly to an extent as well. With the Devil card here, I'm getting kind of not interdependent, more of a codependency in the relationship. So there's an attachment here between you both, but is it healthy? Is it really satisfying? Again, with the Four of Cups, is it really what you want? Is it satisfying? Is it bearing the fruits? And now you have to look at what fruit has been born, and whether or not you want to continue to invest in that. And the Emperor card here again does talk about someone maybe being slightly controlling in this situation, which is causing confusion. Again, the Seven of Cups asked you, what is it that you really, really want? You know, take some time to really be honest with yourself, and something that maybe provides some satisfaction for now, or maybe you've got some memories, some happy memories from the past, is one thing, but are they really your dream? You know, the Hermit card is focused on the star, the truth, their true guiding light. Are you just kind of caught up in or lost in the source a little bit with this person? Because they may be slightly controlling. It could be a fire sign that you're dealing with as well. But it's also about you taking charge of your life and not being so emotional when it comes to making decisions with this person or in relationships in general. Then we've got the Page of Rods again, which is very much like the Two of Wands, about starting something new, expanding, being a bit curious about what else is out there, and being prepared to start over. Okay, so we are getting that kind of energy here. I think you're going to be faced with a decision, and I think you're being asked to look to see what's come out of it so far and look at that very objectively, and then make a kind of a slightly non-emotional decision about moving forward. But I think this person will come to you and say, I actually really like you and I really want this to work, and I realize now that you're my soulmate, and you know, it will all come out in the wash. It's all going to come out, you know, this person will, but then, you know, has too much pain already occurred. You see? Have you started to, you know, get a taste for what's new already? You know, letting go of this person is going to be painful, but it's a big and important decision that you need to make. And I feel like in the future, it could be a very positive outcome for you if you make the right choice. Okay, very, very positive outcome for you if you make the right choice, I feel, with the Lovers card here. So I'm going to go ahead and take this through to the extended. I'm going to pull from the Amira Love Oracle deck, like the spiritual connection between you both. And also, it's my door marker, I'm going to get that. And I'm also going to look at the Wisdom of the Oracle deck as well, see what's there. But do go to my site, symbolsforliving.com, to book your own reading, and also check out my really cool merchandise. All right, take care, guys. Bye. And thank you so much for joining me.